Absolutely beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm happy with that.
Stay lean and feel healthy all year round.
It'll leave you feeling light and help you lose weight. Welcome to Living Lean. On tonight's show, Greg from the Treehouse Lounge will be cooking a beautiful poached chicken salad. Also, I'll be doing a crispy skin barramundi with fat chips. Craig will be doing his tarragon bakes. And we've also got our fashion friend, Damien Noyce, talking all about fashion and fitness. Great workout, mate.
Oh, mate, it was tough. Bit sore.
So we're at the Treehouse today. Tell us a little bit about the Treehouse, Greg.
Well, Mike, we took over the Treehouse about 4 months ago.
Yep.
Georgia and myself. Found the place, saw the potential.
Yep.
It's a great street, Carlisle Street. Been around the area for over 7 years. Just felt that the area needed something that we were wanting to offer. So great food, great drinks, and a great atmosphere. So that's, I think, we brought that to the table.
Now, I've had this chicken salad. It's absolutely beautiful and really light and healthy.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about the preparation.
Okay, so essentially what we have here is a poached chicken salad. The poaching process is quite simple. So we put it in the oven for about 25 minutes on 180 degrees. Ingredients, you've got a list in there, a bit of garlic, a bit of lemongrass, chicken stock, chilli. Have it wrapped up, leave it in there, pull it out for 10 minutes after. Let it sit. That's probably the most important.
So that's important to let it sit.
Yeah, that's the most important stage of the poaching process.
And your philosophy at the Treehouse is, what is it about food?
Basically, bring fresh ingredients, great meals, something that people enjoy and can take home with them.
Yep.
And yeah, just remember us for the next time they come around.
So what's the first step to this process?
To be honest, Mike, it's very, very simple. Throw everything together. So we get our bean shoots to start. Alrighty. Next is our julienne green mango.
Cut nice and thin, by the looks of it.
Yep. Cucumber, just basically cored and sliced.
Yep, that's a long continental cucumber.
Yeah, about a quarter of it. Red cabbage.
It's very colourful.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Cherry tomatoes, halved.
Yep.
Throw our chicken in next.
And that's the one that's been in the coconut milk.
Yep. Our fresh herbs, we've got a mixture of coriander there.
That gives
Vietnamese mint.
beautiful.
Thai basil.
Very fresh flavours.
And here is our sliced spring onion.
Nice.
So that goes in last. Now essentially what we're doing here is we're really lightly with our hands, we're going to be tossing up this salad. Alright, so once we got that in there, we're going to add a decent pinch of salt.
Yes, salt is important, isn't it?
Some pepper.
Adds a bit of flavour.
Yeah, cracked. We've got our dressing here.
And what's that? What's in the dressing?
So the dressing's a mixture of palm sugar, coriander root, chilies.
Bit of garlic?
Yeah, a bit of garlic in there, yeah.
So you can make this up for work for the next day for lunch?
Yeah, so for all those heavy trainers out there that like to prep up all their food and keep it in the fridge, this will be an ideal meal. So we've got pomegranates. Now, you know, this is an essential in the salad because this is something we use at the Treehouse.
Yeah, to make
give it some
a bit more restaurant-y.
Yeah, a bit of colour, a bit of flavour.
So shall we taste it?
Yeah, let's give it a crack, shall we?
Oh, it looks beautiful. I can certainly smell it.
Yeah, it's nice and simple, full of flavour. Anyone's going to like it.
Oh, that's really good. A healthy chicken salad at the Treehouse. Terrific for weight loss.
I'm in the kitchen with Jennalea and we're making a breakfast superfood smoothie. So welcome, Jennalea.
Hi.
So tell us a bit about the ingredients we're using today.
Sure, so today we're making a breakfast smoothie. Really great way to kickstart the digestion and just feeling great in the morning, good start to the day. So we're going to start with some frozen blueberries. Now frozen are really great, but probably better than fresh. Reason being they create that really creamy texture. Now we're going to then go into some hemp seeds. So hemp seeds are a really great protein source, especially for your vegans, your vegetarians. So then we're going to go into our maca powder. Now maca is a really great superfood. Really great to start with only a teaspoon a day though. It is quite potent, so if you're new to it, start small. About a month later, work your way up to half a tablespoon, gradually up to that tablespoon. Then we're going to go into our chia seeds. Now chia, quite popular on the superfood scene right now. Everyone's adding them into their bliss balls, their smoothies, their bakes. So they're a really great source of protein, nature's highest source of protein as well. So you've got your omega-3, your omega-6. Really great just addition to anything. So we'll be definitely adding them in. Now our popular one today, our green tea powder or your matcha. So matcha powder full of antioxidants, more than your fruit and veg, so you can't go wrong, and it's a really great way to heal. Amongst our topping we've got some goji berries, we've got some inca berries, amongst that we've got some coconut flakes and some cacao, so full of magnesium, really great after a workout. And can't go wrong, we've got our bananas. So,
And then our liquid base is almond milk.
Almond milk. Yes, almond milk. That's okay, we could put a bit of almond milk in there.
All right, let's get started. So I'm guessing we're starting with bananas.
Yes, let's do it.
Right, okay, you can get stuck into that one.
Sure.
So how did you get into fitness?
How did I get into fitness? I was living a really unhealthy lifestyle. So I was single, I was partying, I was having fun with my girlfriend, you know, drinking, smoking cigarettes, all those naughty things that we shouldn't really be doing. Eating junk food. To the point where, you know, you'd leave a club and be like, oh, let's stop by Hungry Jack's or McDonald's, just stuff that you look back now and you go, oh, cringe. So I just kept getting sick, and I met an amazing person and he just said, you're really unhealthy. And I was like, no one's ever told me that. Like, it was a huge shock.
So apart from your nutritionist, were there any other influences in your life that helped you change your direction?
I think so. I think having particular friends going in a healthier direction and having a really healthy, fit boyfriend really helped. He encouraged me to join the gym, and from there it was like, oh, how else do I want to move my body? And that's when I found yoga. And then,
or it found you.
So then everything just changed and it felt amazing.
Excellent. Okay, so we're now adding our blueberries to our smoothie.
So in here, I've actually got just over a cup of the frozen blueberries. So we're going to add just a heaped tablespoon of our hemp seeds. So we love our protein. And maca. Now, again, starting small because we're sharing this.
One of the reasons I love maca is that it's an adaptogen as well. So whatever hormones are out of balance, it kind of knows that. It's really, really smart. So it kind of kicks in and it lifts whichever one is down up.
Our beautiful matcha. And we're going to add our almond milk. So I really like this brand too because it's organic, and I just find it's got less sugar in it. So now I'm going to go up to where it says a 3, so just under about 750 ml.
It's around 3 cups of liquid base.
I mean, sometimes you can add half almond milk, half water, but we're aiming for a really creamy, delicious one today. So I've just gone over, but that should be fine once the banana absorbs. So yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah. And we're just going to buzz that. And that should just about do it.
Beautiful. So let's grab our mason jars.
Yep.
Our really groovy mason jars.
A great way to using mason jars, you know how much you're drinking, so you know how hydrated you're actually giving your body. So that's nice and creamy. Oh. Might have to...
That's yours.
That's all right.
Excellent.
A lot of people always question having a liquid breakfast, but really it is a great way to kickstart your digestive system because you should really be going to the bathroom half an hour after breakfast. That is a healthy body, and having a liquid breakfast will really help that. Just a nice bit of crunch.
Beautiful.
There we go, big one for you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Beautiful.
Very
Nice and
creamy.
thick. Great. Thanks, Jennalea.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, I'll be making a crispy skin barramundi with fat chips and apple slaw. Today I'm doing fish and chips, my version of fish and chips. Crispy skin barramundi, fat chips and apple slaw. So first of all, I've got my pan over here and as you can see, it's smoking a little bit, so that's a high heat. I'm gonna add rice bran oil, which is high in vitamin E and has no cholesterol. So just a little bit of oil there. Just swirl it round like that, and then you're waiting for the oil to get hot. So this is a fresh piece of barramundi. You can see by the colour, it's a very, very clear colour, and also smell it. Use one of your senses, and it smells like mineral water, a very clean smell. So I'm going to put some slithers in there like that, and this will help trap all the salt and flavours in there. Now, I'll put a little bit of salt in there, good generous amount. Don't be afraid of salt. Unless you've got a problem with salt, then use it in minimal quantities. So the first thing I do, that's what you want to get. You want to hear that sound, that shh. Then I'm going to put this on top, and then I'm going to put my timer on. So I'll put my timer on to about 8 minutes. Turn your heat off. It's a nice golden colour there and a nice golden colour on the crispy skin. A little bit dark over the edges, but that's okay. Now I'm going to do my apple slaw. First thing is you've got a tea towel. So basically, hold one corner like that, the other corner like that, give it a bit of a spin round, and then just underneath your bowl like that, and then just a bit of a tie. You want to keep it on, a little bit on an angle. 2 egg yolks, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. It's a beautiful French mustard, perfect for mayos. So in there like that. Now I'm going to get a nice fruity flavour from the sherry vinegar. So I just put about a capful, just there like that. So this will give me a really nice fruity flavour. Now I get my whisk. And what I'm going to do is emulsify that. So I'm just mixing all that like so. I'm using a little bit of olive oil. So you start just with a little trickle here. So you're drizzling the oil. And now it looks like I can pick it up with my whisk like so. That's looking about ready. I'm going to flavour it with a bit of endive. Endive is very good. It's low in calories, high in vitamins A, C and E, which are primary antioxidants and very good for your health. So in goes the endive, a little bit of lemon zest, and then I keep mixing. This is a really good French technique to making a mayonnaise lighter. Over to the sink, a little bit of water. So just mix it in. Now I go to getting my apples ready. Basically I'm using a Granny Smith apple and a Golden Delicious. This will add a nice combination. And apples are very good, a good source of dietary fibre. And I'm going to make this one a little bit rustic, so basically I'm just going to julienne it, as you can see. So it's there just like that, and it's chopped. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Whisk that together. Then my little bit of apple slaw. And then I'm just going to use it lightly. And as you can see, I've watered it down to make it healthy. So I'm starting to construct my dish. Now I'm going to make fat chips. Fat chips are a great alternative because you don't eat as many chips. So first thing you want to do is you want to cut your potatoes. So you want to look down, that's the spine of your knife. So have a good look down the spine of your knife and then go straight down like that. So I've got not a bad square there. I'll just trim it off a little bit. So just any excess bits. And then what I'll do is I'll cut down the middle. And then down the middle again. And you've got 4 chips, about the same size. So then I'm going to take them over here and steam them for about, say, 10 minutes. They've been steaming for about 10 minutes. So take them out and put them on your plate. I'll put my Glad wrap on. So wrap those. And into the fridge overnight. As you can see, all the moisture there really nice and dry. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that's going to help get a little bit more moisture out of them. My own little method, and what I'm doing here is I'm getting all the moisture out of them, so I'm just drying my chips like so. That means when they hit the oil, they're nice and dry and there's no water on them. Now I'm using rice bran oil, so I'm just using a little bit of oil. And here we go. So we're going to do one side, then do the other side, and each side of the chip. And basically turning them over with our tongs. So you want, that's the colour you're going for. It's that golden colour. You don't want it to be dark, you want it to be golden. So now we'll start constructing. So just to make it look a little bit nice. That way. There's my version of healthy fish and chips. Try it next time for your next dinner party. Coming up after the break, Damien Noyce talking all about fashion and fitness. And also Craig will be doing his tarragon bakes.
Welcome to LivingLean TV, fashion friend, fashion, fitness and fun. So today we're going to be talking about fashion and particularly colours that make you feel great. If it's like me, I like bright and bold colours with a clean silhouette because it doesn't tend to make me look so short. But if you have darker features, you tend to want to be that more pastel colours, give you that ethereal look. Now my one cardinal rule will be is that if you're like me and under 5'7", never wear horizontal stripes. It just doesn't help us at all. But if you're much taller, you would prefer to wear those stripes because it doesn't give you that ogre-like appearance. Not that I want to cause any offense. Now the other thing that's quite inspiring about color and the clothing you wear is that it can make you feel great. You want to look at a piece of clothing or a set of an outfit and go, that's going to inspire me to do great things, to move faster, think faster, and do amazing things. Now, speaking of fitness wear, if you're like me and you tend to be a hot, sweaty mess sometimes, because we try really hard, you want something that's going to hide that sweat. There are lots of materials that are going to help you contain the material, and maybe go to your pharmacist, because there are some lovely skin creams that you can wear under sunscreen, or if you're female, and makeup that's gonna hold all that in. But clothing wise, I would say wear something darker that's gonna cover that, some black, and then down below to wear something brighter to kind of be a bit more inspiring. And maybe some really good high top shoes that are gonna give you that support to move faster and keep things going. Thank you, and see you next time.
What are we making today, Craig?
Today we're making creamy salmon and leek bakes.
Cream. Isn't that fattening?
Yes, it can be, but this cream is a low-fat cooking cream, and it's only 1/3 of a cup, so a really small amount, and it will really add to the flavour, bring the flavour up.
Sounds nice. What's the first step?
Okay, so the first step is we've got a leek that's been diced and thoroughly washed. We're just going to pop it into the pan here, and I've just melted 20 grams of butter. So we put that into the pan.
And start sauteing.
Michael, this is how we want the leek to look. Slightly shiny.
Nice and glossy.
We just want it, and it's just tender.
Yep.
So I think we'll add the garlic. If you'd like to bring that
Sure.
across for me, I've actually prepared that, just crushed it.
Just there?
Yep, just in there, it'd be great. Thank you. We'll just cook that out. Now we're just going to add the flour. So about a tablespoon of flour. Okay, so I've got the flour in with the leek mixture, and we just want to cook the flour out a little bit. If you don't do that, you get a very floury taste. You just want to cook the starch out of that.
Yep.
Just for a couple of minutes.
Cooking it out?
Now we're going to add the chicken stock.
Yep.
Usually 1.5 cups is the amount, but start with 1 cup and just see how the consistency is. So you can see that's thickening up really quickly. Now we'll add the lemon zest. Just nice and fine. You don't want to get any of the white of the lemon in there.
So you've got lemon, garlic, leek, and
tarragon.
tarragon.
About
That's
two tablespoons of tarragon. Very high in antioxidants.
Yep.
Fresh is all. You can use dry tarragon, but my preference is to use fresh.
Yeah. Antioxidants are vitamins A, C and E, and eliminate free radicals. And they say antioxidants help with fighting cancer and ageing, so antioxidants are very good if you're looking to be healthy.
Just going to add just a dash more stock, just to get the consistency a little bit more fluid. So we're just about ready to add the cream. Actually, Michael, would you pass me the cream?
Sure.
I'm going to put about 1/3 of a cup.
That's not too much when you consider the dish.
Just about that. It's a very small amount.
So this would feed about...
This recipe would feed 4 people. If you could pass me the salmon, Michael, I've pre-prepared that.
There you go, mate.
Just
Do you
cut
want
it
that
up.
in?
Yeah, just pop that in. Thank you.
This is a great dish. It's all done in one pan. There's not too much preparation.
That's right. I think that's really the beauty of this recipe. Just put a pinch of pepper in there.
What about salt? Do you use a bit of salt with it?
There is salt in the stock.
Okay.
So I would just, before adding salt, I'd probably taste that.
That's a good hint.
Well, that's ready now.
Geez, that was quick.
So it's a very quick recipe. We've got the mixture into the ramekins now, and we're just going to add a sprinkle of breadcrumb on the top. Just a little bit to give it a little bit of crunch. You don't want to go over the top with it.
And this meal would be about 200 grams of food?
Yeah, around 200 grams, yes. Yep. A little bit of parmesan on the top, just for a bit of flavour, not too much. And we'll just put those in the oven for about 15 minutes till you get it nice and golden brown. We've got the salmon bake in the oven at the moment, getting brown.
Yep.
While we're doing that, I've just dropped some broccolini into boiling water, and we're going to just drain that off now. That's just tender. We'll not put a knife into that.
Okay, so what's this method of cookery?
This is, we're going to refresh it. So just drain off the water.
Blanching is a great method of cookery.
And then just plunging that broccoli straight into the iced water.
You get that nice crunch there, and it's a very healthy method of cookery.
So we'll just let that sit in there for a minute or two.
We're going to drain it into the sink. So we haven't got a colander here, but we're just using the utensils that we do have in the kitchen. Now for the moment of truth.
That's right. Let's get these out and see how they're going. They look really good. We'll just put a bit of broccolini on the side of each.
Now the broccolini's got the fibre.
That's right. Let's just...
And by blanching them, you keep the nutritional quality of the vegetable. So, time to try it.
Let's try it.
Absolutely beautiful, Craig.
Thank you.
You've done it again, mate.
Thanks, Mark.
Fresh, healthy, a great meal for healthy living and weight loss. Give it a try.